What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. It's Friday. We're ready. I'm streaming on all the right channels today. Everything is gone perfect. There's nothing like a little fuck up to really like make you pay attention a little bit more, Jay. You know what I mean? Doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen often. But when it does, I'm not going to let it happen twice. So how are you this morning?
I'm good, but it's Friday. Had a crazy stream this morning. But there's a couple things, man. A couple things I gotta ask. I really need Ryan's opinion. I showed it on my early stream, and everyone, the chat just went crazy. Gotta show Ryan. We need his opinion. Don't
Okay.
worry, it's not gonna be any plus size park hopping people or anything like that.
I'm in a
But
good mood. No need to throw me off.
no, none of that. Mountain Dew Baja Blast is now available at Taco Bell for a limited time for only $19.99.
I'm not a Baja Blast guy. I'm not a Baja Blast guy. Now, look, it is getting to be holiday season. It is getting to be pie season. And, we're here in the great state of Florida. You know what I've been really craving? It's just been on my mind for some reason. I want a really nice key lime pie.
Key lime, yeah.
I want a really nice key lime pie. I don't know why it's just been in my brain. It's like on a list of things that I absolutely have to go do soon. I need to go get some key lime pie. Baja Blast pie. No thanks. I don't need pie from Taco Bell. I like a lot of things from Taco Bell, and most of those things are just the same 5 ingredients reorganized and folded in a different way and called something else. I don't need it. I do not need the Baja Blast pie. I got room for a lot of other pies this this holiday season.
Oh, yes.
Pumpkin pie's coming up, apple pie, blueberry pie, key lime pie. Baja Blast, I'll pass, bro. I don't even like Baja Blast to drink. Give me regular ass Mountain Dew.
So this person said I bought it, tried it, and threw it away. So it's just one of those things where it's like someone thought of it, Like, all right, here's one more. I'm not going to take up the whole time. We went a little long yesterday. But here's another one that you kind of look at it and you're like, I wonder if they should have done that. They got the guy from American Pie doing a commercial for the apple pie mac and cheese.
New Kraft mac and cheese apple pie flavor, which I am just going to eat. It was one pie.
10-10 on the marketing. 110 on maybe the product.
Probably pretty easy to book Jason Biggs this right around now. Like, I don't know what he's up to. Probably pretty easy. Not much on his schedule,
Still using the American Pie joke, I guess.
You got to do something.
Apple pie mac and cheese, man. That's
I mean, look, I think
that's a no for me, boss. That's a no for me.
I love mac and cheese. I love buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Like, you want to mix it up and give me some cool shit. Buffalo chicken mac and cheese, maybe some bacon mac and cheese. Like, those things are good. Apple pie mac and cheese, I don't get it. I don't get that.
I think
some
that
people put cheese on their pie, though. That's a thing.
I do that. Sometimes I'll put a piece of cheddar cheese on my apple pie, but not macaroni and cheese. It's like you're going to the line and you're going a little further. You're touching the sun with this one, I'm afraid. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready for pie season though. And come this December, I'm going to be handing out cream pies, Jay. That's what I'm going to be doing. So, so I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to this holiday season. Alex Arrow Cave for 2. Sweeney Fry J Meta PC, RK Outpost, or Drunk 3PO. Alex is always on point.
Speaking of promotions, we have like a couple days left for our hat and shirt.
We do. Can you actually pull that up for me, Jay?
The over on Ripasend?
Yeah.
Or just on the Twitter?
Whatever the link so we can show it.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to me.
Give me a second.
Ladybug, ass and boob tax.
Hey.
What?
Calm down, chat. Did she write 855?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Just keep it moving.
I don't know what that means.
Nah, it's all good. Everything's good.
Draken, new member. What's up, Draken? The good white for $2. Oh gosh, look at that picture. My God. Graffiti for $1.99. A24 is a good movie studio, but A55 is better. Is this from your stream earlier?
Yeah.
You said A55?
Oh. All right. I didn't know what it meant. Someone said I didn't know Jay was an A55 man, and I was like, A55? Like I thought they were talking about a gun or. So everyone kept posting it in my chat. It was only for a second, and people were just like, "Aha, Jay A55, right?" So I just kept saying A55. Like I kept reading it that way, and it's not a thing. It's not a thing. Anyway, speaking of Ripasend, head on over to Ripasend because we only got a few days left for the different shirts and hats that we have there. The IDOT 199.
This is the last day, right, Jay? At midnight today,
so.
these are gone. Yeah.
I believe so. We've got the Geeks and Gamers original, the Geeks and Gamers hat, which I like that because I like that style with those things tilted on the left a little bit. And and then the Cobra Cast shirt over there on Ripasend. So would love to see people wearing that, sending us photos with you guys wearing those things as well. So make sure I see in the chat. Make sure you guys check it out over on the Ripasend website. Great quality shirts, hats, everything else. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. And that's how we're doing these things. We're doing these kind of short merch runs, and here's your chance to get it. And it's going away at the end of the day. It ends today at midnight Eastern. So all you motherfuckers and all your different time zones, you're going to do the math for yourself. Hopefully, unlike Jeremy, you're actually capable of doing it. I have more faith in the chat to convert to their own time zone than I do for Jeremy Griggs, who can't fucking figure out 1 hour time difference to save his life. But anyway, yeah. And then you know what? Maybe next week at some point, this is going to close. Next week at some point, we're going to have something else. We're going to have a new, who knows? Who knows what it might be?
The quality is fantastic, so I highly recommend. So there it is.
Does it ever drive you nuts about Jeremy, the fact that he can't figure out what time zone he's on versus what anyone else is?
Yeah. Because he's like, hey, you want to play Fortnite tonight? 8 o'clock. I'm like, sure. Then you get ready to set the stream up, and he's like, actually, it's I meant 9 or maybe 10 my time. 9, and I'm like, what, bro? What time? Just set up your stream and I'll follow it.
Yeah, he's so fucking retarded. And this is my thing. Like, I get that you're retarded. I get that you have trouble with math. Here's my thing. Any numbers under like 20 and under, I feel like he should be able to fucking handle. Because he's got 10 fingers and 10 fucking toes. Okay. And that is all this man has. I think he can figure it out somehow. But no, not even that. Not even that. That's Alabama
That's
fucking
Alabama
trailer
math,
park
baby.
math. He can count to 20 as long as he's fucking barefoot.
There you go.
But he's probably wearing Crocs. So I'm good with time zones, Jay. I'm pretty good.
I can figure it out.
Half of my life growing up and moving between like Central and Eastern, so that stuff's no problem. But I mean, that shit's easy. You live 9 hours ahead of me. I already got it done in my head. It's already done. I already know.
Yeah.
Easy. To Da Beast. Happy Aloha Friday, gents. Remain blessed, all.
Hello.
Thanks, Da Beast. Snacks. You're live, right?
Yes.
Thank God. And yeah, hello to the Geeks and Gamers Rumble people who we didn't see yesterday because it was on my channel randomly. Hi, Kira. The comments on the Sweeney interview are hilarious. Praising Sweeney and insulting the interview. What's the ratio? We'll get to the Sweeney interview. And I want to play more than the clip that you guys are just seeing as well. So, Mako Gray. I won the bet. They got to watch every episode of All Rise. Sorry for the mix-up, Jay, yesterday with Epic Universe. I meant for March.
Oh. I forgot your question, but have fun.
Young Stav. Know what's on my mind? J A55.
Don't make that a thing. We already have a 199.
Flag Ninja, I'll eat Baja Blast pie when I need sugar and self-hatred. I just think that's such a risk, man. Especially if they're not selling individual pieces. You got to buy the whole thing.
Self-hatred.
That there are so many better pies that you can have and you'll like rather than spend $20 fucking dollars. Dude, $20? $20 to get a whole pie of something that you're not likely to enjoy from Taco Bell. You know the only Taco Bell like sweet that I do like?
They don't really do desserts, so it's like the cinnamon twists.
No, those suck. Those are fucking trash.
That's what I was asking.
You know when you get the breakfast and they have the little like Cinnabon bites?
Oh yeah.
Those, Jay.
Yeah, good stuff. That's good stuff.
Those are really fun. Yeah. Taco Bell breakfast is goated, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, give me a bacon crunch wrap. Give me 2 bacon crunch wraps and a couple of the bacon burritos. Give me some hash browns. Give me some of those little Cinnabon bites. I should have had that for breakfast. Instead, when I took care of myself, I've hit almost 10,000 steps before we even started this stream today.
Oh, wow.
Had a nice, healthy breakfast, all that stuff. But now I wish I'd thrown it down the toilet. I wish I'd gone to Taco Bell.
Maybe for lunch.
They're not going to have the breakfast I'm thinking about for lunch.
I know, but you still do good.
There'll be some person that chats like, how can Ryan complain about fat people when he eats fast food? Well, I ain't a fat person, am I? I can eat it.
Yeah.
Joe C., Ryan's favorite pie is poontang pie. Random commentator for 199. Hairy pie is best. Hold the hair.
What?
Thank you. Pecan pie, says Flag Ninja, or from Flag Ninja, is the best. You say pecan pie.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to say pecan pie.
Pecan. Yeah.
But if I'm talking about the nut, I'll say a pecan. Is that weird?
Actually, no. I think a lot of people do it that way.
Yeah, I don't know why I think about it. Like I want to say pecan pie when I'm talking about the pie, but if I'm talking about the actual fucking nut or legume or whatever the fuck, before some loser nerd comes in that knows a lot about nuts because he's probably fucking gay, comes in to try to correct me, I say pecan. Insomniac, Baja Blast tastes like soapy water.
Soapy water? I haven't had one in a long time. I usually just get tea. I'm a tea person when it comes to the, fast food.
Like sweet tea?
Yeah, I usually get sweet tea.
Yeah. I'm a Coke Zero man.
Speaking of, oh my gosh. Listen.
Daniel Moore says, what's up? What's up, Daniel?
Listen, I found it. I found one in the wild, Ryan. We talked about this maybe at the beginning of the week, maybe last week. Something that Ryan would absolutely love for Christmas. Maybe. Found one in the wild. There's a guy with the alcohol. Like, I think he's got it right. He's got a hoodie on, and then he puts that on over. And now I see where we've got the little nozzle right on his wrist.
Tap right here.
Look at that.
There we go. Fresh pint, straight from the jacket.
Look at that.
Dude, that is fucking pretty cool. What do you think it is, though? What kind of beer?
Probably something cheap.
Yeah, I mean, you got to buy a lot of it.
Is that AI? Is that AI? No way. Is it? Could be.
Play it again.
It could be. Now that I think, you know what? It could be. I get fooled all the time, right? All right, let me look. It was the same coat that other guy was wearing, though, right?
Play it again.
Watch this. Tap right here. There we go. Fresh pint, straight from the jacket. Cold as it gets. Cheers.
The fill looks a little suspect in the foam, the way it looks.
Probably it might be, It might be the foam is giving it away. I think it's it. I think you're right. Oh, man. My bad. I thought I found one in the wild.
I was trusting you, Jay.
Yeah. Yep. I was so excited to share. Oh.
Well, good one. Got any other fake stories for us today, Jay?
No, I'm done for the day.
Good effort. What a time to join the stream. Come December, I'm going to be giving out cream pies. I'm looking to have a great Christmas this year. That's all I'm saying. The only Saj. Happy Friday. Saw Badlands last night and thought it was actually really solid and enjoyable. Reviews were some BS about romance over Disneyfication. So I am halfway through. I'm halfway through Badlands. I think that the tone of the movie is what's going to do it for everybody. I think that's going to be the determining factor. I don't know if people were expecting the movie to be the tone that it is in terms of just little fucking quips from one specific person the entire fucking time. I can't say I've gotten into the romance aspect of it yet. And you may ask, how are you halfway through it? Would you walk out of the theater halfway? I guess officially I could say that yes. But I'm about halfway through it. So I will have the rest watched by Friday Night Tights. But it doesn't feel like a fucking Predator movie to me at all. Now when I think it's all right so far, but that tone is going to be very divisive for some people. It feels a little so far like they're trying, like we got a little Mando and Grogu action. I don't fucking know, dude. We'll see. We'll see how I feel by the end. Joe C for 2. Ryan would gladly give Sydney Sweeney a cream pie. No comment. DeBeast for 2. Oh, it's a thing, Jay. I'm an ass man myself.
855.
Hasiv Mian for 5. Ryan should deliver them cream pies to the park hoppers from yesterday. No, thank you.
Only 855s in the chat.
Daniel Moore, time zones are easy in Ireland. It's literally +000. BJ the Vigilant for 2. Maybe Jeremy lost his toes to a forklift. Maybe he did. The Sydney Sweeney interviewer looks like Crispin Glover. Should we talk about this? Should we talk about the Sydney Sweeney interview that is gone viral, Jay?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Everybody else is.
Give me a hard yes. That's what we're talking about today. She's in the fucking thumbnail.
She gave us all a great meme, like that still frame of her face. Looking at that woman, that journalist is incredible. It's incredible.
Someone says, talk about anything other than reading fucking super chats. Well, maybe you should send one. We'll talk about what you fucking want to talk about. But we'll get to the comments. We'll get to the topics. It's how this show runs, motherfucker. But anyway, let's talk about Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney's been in the headlines for about the past week, whether it was what she wore to that thing honoring women, her see-through sheer gown that obviously had a lot of people talking, or whether it was a story that came out about her finally addressing the quote-unquote backlash to the American Eagle jeans ad. Sydney Sweeney has great jeans, which some on the left and some media companies on the left tried to gaslight everyone into thinking that this is some kind of dog whistle. This is some kind of Nazi fucking dog whistle to make a pun about jeans while you're trying to sell jeans. Yep. And Sydney Sweeney responded, and basically in what I thought was the best possible fashion, right? She didn't try to virtue signal. She didn't try to apologize to anybody. She says, yeah, I know who I am. I know what I believe in. And yeah, I don't really get caught up in all of this other stuff. They tried to trip her up about Trump. She didn't fall for it.
Yes.
And people were not happy. Well, Jay, now the video of that interview has come out and is circulating. And people on the left are fucking furious. They are having meltdowns right now because Sydney Sweeney refuses to play by their rules and like actually consider their hypothetical, ridiculous bullshit fucking narratives.
Yes.
And the big clip that came out, right? The big clip that came out was this one. I actually got to share audio for this. Actually got to get the audio going. And this is Sydney Sweeney in an interview for GQ with an interviewer. And we're going to go over a significant amount of this. But this is the thing that everybody needs to see right up front.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
So basically, hey, you know, a lot of people think that might be kind of like a white supremacist thing. And I think that maybe a lot of people are worried that that's very racist. I was just wondering, do you want to like, you know, say that that's a bad thing?
They want her to apologize. Yeah.
Yeah,
they want
of
her to
course they fucking do. And she's like, you know what? If I have something to say, I'll fucking say it. And I mean, people are, you know, very, very upset about this. You can just see the way white women can be so fucking vapid and tone deaf while pretending to play the victim when they knew what the fuck they were doing is insane, says Jen. What about this? What about a black woman's reaction? It's no longer up for debate. Sydney Sweeney is a white supremacist, says this beast. What about this? What about a black man's reaction? Very well, media training / clever diction from a PR standpoint traditionally keeps you safe across markets, but trying to stay neutral and far removed from allegations of white supremacy in today's culture is so dense, and it shows your hand. You dumb fucks think everything is white supremacy. You dumb cock-sucking motherfuckers who play victim at every opportunity. You think that every time somebody doesn't echo exactly what you want them to say, it's racism. Sydney Sweeney is not going to go into this bullshit narrative. And I, for one, applaud her. All normal people applaud her. It's only stupid fucks like you who are looking for white supremacists around every fucking corner that see it that way. Like, despite intention, not having a single comment or opinion on racism where you were involved is a stance. Just how whenever that man's name, Trump, comes up and you don't condemn, we know exactly what you are or the market that you care to keep.
You know, a few years ago, this would be maybe the norm, but I think a lot of things are starting to shift because we are tired, man. People are tired of this type of thinking. We don't want anything to do with people that think this way. We want to get away from them. People are standing up to this kind of crap. Like, it takes a 20-year-old actress to say, when I'm passionate about something, I'll say it. You know, it takes that pushback, and now people are just they're standing with her on this whole thing. Like, I don't know if you were going to bring this up, but I wanted to share this. This is the lady here that, let me take this one down. This is a lady that interviewed Sydney Sweeney. This is one of her articles.
Yeah, Catherine Stoffel, I think, is her name.
These drag queens are parents, and they know exactly why kids love drag. I mean, this is the stuff this is who she is.
Well, I want to go through more of this interview than we're seeing, Jay, because I want everybody to see how insidious this shit is and how these interviewers handled this. I have the whole GQ interview here, and we don't need to, the first 10 minutes is talking about current projects and stuff like that. But there's about a 4-minute thing that I think people need to listen to, because look, do I think a lot of celebrities say stupid shit? 100%, because they're fucking retarded and not even real people. I also think that a lot of celebrities end up saying really stupid things because they're led to say stupid things from journalists who are sometimes very good at their jobs and presenting something and manipulating the conversation and, you know, making someone feel pressure to say something or encouraging them to say something. And we end up getting a clip out of it that maybe if they were just left to their own devices, they wouldn't have fucking said. This is an example of this interviewer doing exactly that, and Sydney Sweeney never fucking taking the bait.
Yep.
And throughout the first 10 minutes of this conversation, it's very happy. There's a lot of very, very good back and forth and cordial. And then they get to what she has wanted to talk about the entire fucking time.
The activism.
We're sort of talking around this American Eagle ad right now, and maybe we should just talk about it. So, were you surprised by the reaction?
I did a jean ad. I mean, the reaction definitely was a surprise, but it was, I love jeans. All I wear are jeans. I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your jeans.
You look great in your jeans. I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. I mean, the president tweeted about the jeans ad, or Truth Socialed about the jeans ad, and that just seems to me like a very crazy moment for anyone. And I wondered what that was like.
It was surreal.
It was surreal.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not enough, right? She's bringing up Trump because she wants to comment on Trump. She wants one of two things. She either wants Sydney Sweeney, and probably in her mind, what she really wants Sydney Sweeney to do is say, I guess cool, the president was talking about it, but I don't want to be associated with him, and I don't believe in anything he believes, and blah, blah, blah. That's what she desperately wants.
Yeah.
Or on the other hand, she would say, I love President Trump, and it was so fucking cool, and it was awesome, and it was badass that he did that, right? Those are the two things that she wants out of this. And she doesn't get it from the surreal reaction, so she pretends to understand Sydney Sweeney. And, even if somebody who maybe I didn't agree with, but there's still a person in power, that would feel really, really good, right? To have that happen. Listen to how she sets this up.
It would be totally human. I would probably feel like thankful that somebody had my back in public, and conveniently some very powerful people had my back in public. And I wondered if you felt that way.
I don't think that it's not that feeling I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of it like that, or like event.
Jay, what do you think about the body language here?
Yeah, she's aggravated.
Well, hold on. I mean, she's confident. She's sitting straight up.
Yeah, but it's like,
look at this girl.
Right. What I'm saying is, like, Sydney's just kind of like you can see her face. Like, she went from giggling to like, are you really seriously going to try to like do this? We were having a good interview, and like, now you're not letting up until we get to that point where obviously this woman is either jealous because the president never tweeted at her, or I don't know what it is. It just sounds like, oh my gosh, Trump tweeted at you. What did you think about it? It's
she wants her to take a side. She's trying to get that out of her.
She wanted her to say, I was disgusted that Trump tweeted at a jeans ad. Like, what does he think? I'm not MAGA. I'm not on that side of that, like that. And I bet she would have started laughing and be like, yeah, for real. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how bad the president is. She probably had a whole line of other questionings ready for whatever reaction she was going to get. It's insane, people.
I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of it like that, or like of any of it. I kind of just put my phone away. I was filming every day. I'm filming Euphoria, so I'm working like 16-hour days, and I don't really bring my phone on set. So I work, and then I go home and I go to sleep. So I didn't really see a lot of it.
You've made a really good case for keeping your thoughts and your life separate from that work. But the risk is that, there's a chance that somebody will get some idea about what you think about certain.
There's a risk that people might think you're MAGA. That's basically what she wanted to say. No, there's a risk that people might think you voted for Trump. You look at Sydney Sweeney's face right here. She's like, you really digging? You really digging here? Like, for real? This is the face we make when somebody comes at us with one of those tip things when we've bought coffee or something, and they stand there in front of you and they hold it right in your face. You want to tip me? I just delivered your sandwich. You make that face at them right there. So the face you make. I've seen this face on Ryan multiple times. Disgust.
Yeah, it's my standard face, actually. But no, you're 100%. It's like Hey, this is what she's complimenting her and then pretending like she's concerned about her, right? That's what this is. And it's saying, you make a really good case for keeping your thoughts to yourself about this, but that might come with the risk that some people assume some really horrible things about you unless you tell them exactly how you feel. I mean, aren't you worried about that? And that's setting up for the final moment, the thing she's been wanting to say the whole interview, which we'll get to.
Issues and feel like I don't want to see Christy because of that. Like, do you worry about that?
No. If somebody is closed off because of something they read online to a powerful story like Christy, then I hope something else can open their eyes to being open to art and being open to learning. And I'm not going to be affected by that.
Yeah. You've come here like really willing to talk about this whole discourse that doesn't have that much to do with you. And I'm grateful for that.
I'm grateful.
Is there something that you want to say about the ad itself? The Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Do you have...
The ad spoke for itself.
You think the ad spoke for itself? Okay. Yeah. And the criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
We should talk about Cassie.
Okay, we're going to move on now.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. I think it's important that everybody watches not just the clip that is going viral. I think it's important to see the way that these journalists set people up, because that entire 4 minutes, whatever that was that we just watched, she knew exactly what she fucking wanted to ask. She knew what she wanted to get out of Sydney, and she continued along that path and laid little breadcrumbs out and pretended to be her friend, pretended to be like, I totally understand where you could be coming from when it comes to this, but I need you to say, I mean, don't you want to just say that white supremacy is bad? Like, it's fucking nuts. And a lot of journalists do this, and a lot of celebrities fall for the bait, and Sydney Sweeney did not fall for the bait.
Yeah, good on her. Her PR team or whatever. Maybe that's just who she is as a person. Just like, it is what it is. It's the noise, and we'll just keep it moving. Let's talk about my movie. And the ad speaks for itself. And that's it. Perfect answer.
Yeah, and I think that more people need to do this, right? Because what some people like when you're asked in that way, I mean, don't you think that in this current climate that making jokes about white people's genetic superiority, that's kind of a bad thing? Don't you want to say that? But that's not what's happened. That's not what it was. It wasn't a joke implying that white people have genetic superiority. Now, what it is, it's saying that Sydney Sweeney has great genes, that Sydney Sweeney, like a lot of people in this chat thinks that Sydney Sweeney probably has some great genes, right? They could easily do this ad, and they probably will do another ad like this with a black person, with a fucking Mexican, who fucking knows, right? You can make some of these same kind of jokes about any hot woman. It's wild that the narrative that they're implying is this. And the only way, I think, is to not engage with that. Sydney Sweeney decided not to engage with the fake bullshit narrative that was put to her by these people.
Correct.
And I think a lot of celebrities would have fallen right into the fucking trap.
The reason why we're in this political climate today is because of people like this ugly hag that's in front of me that push this nonsense in our education system, in our politics, in our entertainment, in our media, in everything that we do. You are the reason why we are in this, whatever you want to call it, political climate where everyone's touchy-feely, everyone's afraid, no one's allowed to laugh at anything, no one's allowed to do anything unless they fall exactly in line with exactly what you want us to fall in line with. That lady wanted to control Sydney Sweeney. That is her whole thing. They want to control. So it's like, if she could control the way she speaks and say, oh, I got her. All right, now you need to apologize. My fan base is upset. Now go strike down the president. It's basically, it's like one after another, you know. They did the same thing to Gina. These freaking freaks went to Gina and were like, put pronouns in your bio. Put pronouns in your bio. You better do it. You better do it. When she said beep, bop, boop, you know, they came after her and wanted to destroy her. Little different time today. You know, a little different time today. I don't think people are going to be trying to cancel Sydney Sweeney, except for the stupid retards that Ryan showed that literally have no voice because we're all tired of it at this point. So it's a little different, but that's the reason why we're in this dumb, well, at what they call it, political climate of today. It's because they push this crap over and over. At the end of the day, they just want to control everything and want everyone to believe the way they believe. But it's a new day, man. It's a new day.
And they don't want anyone to stay neutral, right? They want one of two things. They want you on their side, or they want you to be the fucking enemy.
Yes.
Those are the two things that they want out of it. And that's what this interview was intending to get. And look, I don't actually care all that much what an actor's political fucking opinion is, right? I think that some people, because, Sydney Sweeney registered Republican, she did this, that. I think some people are going to believe that, well, she must agree with everything I agree with politically. I'm not going to fall into that trap, right? Of, some 27-year-old white girl in Hollywood does she feel all the same exact things politically about me? But there is a difference between having a different political opinion versus what people like, say, Mark Ruffalo or whatever do. When they are constantly talking about it, they're constantly pushing it, and they're constantly putting down anyone who does not have their said political opinion. And I think more Hollywood people should keep their thoughts to themselves, especially when they're fucking promoting things, in an effort to make sure that the audience knows that if you don't agree with them, if you do agree with them, they just want you to come see a movie. Bottom line, period. And that is the example that I think everybody needs to be looking at and everyone needs to be doing. Because the people that are mad at her, it would not have mattered. This stupid black dude, that dumb black bitch we talked about earlier, it wouldn't have mattered if Sydney Sweeney said, I really didn't understand how people were going to take that. And obviously that wasn't the intention. And I'm sorry for any problems. Those people still would have said, oh, she knew exactly what she was doing. These white people get away with everything these days. That's exactly what would have fucking happened. So fuck them. Fuck these freaks who are freaking out about it. They're losers, right? They are the lowest of the fucking low. Anyone who sees that ad and says that's a Nazi dog whistle and you need to apologize, they're not a real person. They're not a serious person. They're not someone that you need to fucking worry about, because you could apologize to the moon and back to that person and they'd still be a dumb, retarded bitch. So good on Sydney Sweeney for not bending the fucking knee.
Shout out. Agreed.
Shout out. Over on the Rumble side, Pre-dawn corpse for two. Jay, Review Tech USA ate his daughter's eyes. That's how sick this guy is. He's fat. He's boring. He's gay. Suffa Dickers.
I don't even know who that is.
John gets for a buck. I'm just giving this dollar to piss off that other guy who is mad about you reading chats. These leftists are like Charlie with the conspiracy board and Always Sunny when it comes to fascism supremacy. I need to watch more Always Sunny. I'm not caught up on the newest season. We're also live over on Locals. Shout out to the people who are always watching us over on Locals. Jay, you have any theme park stuff? Is there any anybody die or anything like that?
Not so much. We were trying to see what was going on with Zootopia, but it's kind of like a nothing burger, to be honest with you. The only thing that's what's really crazy that's floating around is that old pictures, for some reason, people are posting these old pictures of what it was like when you went to the Magic Kingdom. That you could actually participate in sailing, swimming, canoeing, boating at certain resorts. Now, this is the same park that had an alligator allegedly eat a child or half one not that long ago. So maybe that's why they put a cap on all this stuff. But yeah, these photos, people are like, they're like, I can't remember it. And then every now and then, like an old Betty's like, yeah, I remember that. I got on a sailboat and sailed around the Magic Kingdom when they shot fireworks. It's like, man, what a different time. What a different time. I'm pretty sure that's why they built the beaches there to begin with on some of these resorts, so that you could do beach things, but not anymore. A child gets eaten by an alligator and it all goes away. And like they got fences up now and ropes and
right, one dumb kid couldn't swim quick enough, and they got to ruin it for everybody.
It's all done. It's all done. It's all done. But yeah, that's pretty much what. It's pretty quiet out there, actually.
I still haven't seen a fucking alligator here. Lived in Florida for a couple years now. I have not seen an alligator in the wild. I saw more alligators when I was in fucking South Carolina on the golf course than I've seen here in Florida. I'm disappointed. I think everyone's lying. Everyone's gaslighting me. I don't think there's any fucking alligators here at all. I think it's all just like a tourist trap thing.
That's interesting. Oh, also, the biggest comment from this photo is the one thing they're like, do you notice one thing
fat
about
people?
Yeah, there it is. I bet nobody's got the Disney rash with this photo right here. So it's making the rounds. Used to be a real vacation, but now it's overpriced. It's pretty much what's going on over at theme parks. No one's died. No one's they opened up Zootopia, but like people just don't care.
That's a very certain
yeah. It's like that's
the movie where I think furries like Mako Gray and Tobias next in the chat, like they're all about that. They're gonna be so happy for Zootopia 2. They're gonna go see it fucking 30 times and masturbate the entire time, and it's probably gonna make a fuck ton of money.
The funny thing is, I don't know if we were talking about it today, but maybe another time, or maybe there's nothing to even share. But Bob Iger, have you seen this?
I did see the headline. Bob Iger has some advice for his successors, and it's like
destroy everything you buy.
Yeah, buy everything, create nothing, destroy what you buy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Are these a success? Like these aren't the people. Who are these people? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that's the only thing that's floating around right now. I'm still waiting for someone to clip out that park hopping or the. I was looking on G&G clips if someone clipped out the your rant on the plus size park
hop rant.
I think it's great.
I think we just put it unedited up on Park Hop and see how many subscribers we lose.
And sees what happens.
Taker for 5. Is a midwife just a wife that is not terrible but not great? Baja Blast is the nectar of the gods as far as I'm concerned, but a pie? Not sure about that. Jaded Fett, hail to the ass. Hopefully not referring to the main road through Wales. Beardo Fat.
The 855.
KB, best Taco Bell dessert was the caramel apple empanada. I don't know if I ever had that one. Mike Hill, today would have been the release date for MCU Blade. Well, I mean, maybe after it had been delayed 3 or 4 times, this would have been the release date for MCU Blade. That shit was announced in July of 2019 is when they brought Mahershala Ali up on stage.
Jeez.
Mako Gray, Taco Bell breakfast, not in Canada, but I want it. Wow.
Oh, man, you guys are missing out.
Third world country. Ladybug, shame for Jay.
Listen, I spent an hour and a half talking about the 855. And some of the ladies were like...
855.
Yeah, 855. Well, then they went into the 8008 as well.
That's how you spell boobs on a calculator.
Yep.
Bungles Twanger. Y'all psyched for Zootopia 2? Can't say I am, but I know some people in the chat are. Sir Paladin Thundercake. Ray will force choke all predators in latest film while training levitating Indian style with floating X-Wings. Flag Ninja for 2. Ryan, for ass or boobs? Well, I always say why not both. But to me, I want somebody that's like proportional. You know what I mean, Jay?
You mean
like if you got all the one and none of the other. I want someone who's proportional.
Like this? That's proportional.
What the fuck?
Would you buy that one? The full bodysuit? Totally not AI. Not an AI at all. Why is the straw by the wiener? I mean, that's what I want.
Hell no.
They put the straw in it. Have to be at the bottom, I'm assuming, if that's how that works.
Depends how big your dick is, I suppose.
That's true. That's true.
Ass tax says Old Man Hatfield. Thank you.
855.
Sketch says blah. Is there more to Sydney Sweeney than a great set?
Yeah. 8008. I mean,
like I said,
855.
Said this earlier, like a shot. Yeah, she's hot. Would I want to date her? No fucking way. There's somebody who puts her tits on the fucking world for display constantly and sexualizes herself. I like, there's no fucking way I would want anything to do with that. But I actually do really respect how she handled that fucking interview and trying to be led into this fucking trap. So if you think that all she is like a great pair of tits, I do respect how she maneuvered that, regardless of how smart you might think she is. Maximus, they're no match for a droid, the cause. Godzilla's greaser. How many words are now meaningless because of the left?
Many.
Andre, you know the rant is good when StreamYard lowers your mic volume. Did that happen to me?
A few times, yeah.
Pee pee poo poo man for $1.
I like that.
Snacks for 2. Is that the gayest interview ever?
Maybe.
Hasib man, back to back days of Ryan Rage. This is what I live for. God knew you've been too happy lately.
He's fighting something, chat. Ryan is fighting something. That's why there's been a lot of rage, because like there's some happiness. It's Christmas time. Some happiness is pouring in. You know, he's happy to see like certain people on the internet just take a bad dive, like Stormy Daniels, you know.
Woo!
That's that was a rough one. She just came out of the woodwork and did an interview about her new comedy show. And people were like, good God almighty. That person's definitely hit the buffet and the Taco Bell pie multiple times. I don't know what happened to her, but wow, sure looks different than them court cases that she had against Trump not that long ago. Not that long ago. That was a fast wall hit on this person right here, I'll tell you. She looks like rough. The Penguin, right? From like Batman 2.
Looks like that female penguin that was in the cartoon that they made, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's
Oswalda Cobblepot. The Sarge Max Steele, whomever is making Ryan this happy, is also the one who loves when he rants. Quite possibly so. The Sarge Man Steele. That's a part of who I am. So it's what it is. Sir Paladin Thundercake for 5. They become what they labeled her the moment they respond like this to the most neutral take. Don't reason with these people. Laugh at them. Mozamboni, nothing says GQ like an up-talking liberal hag. Pokey, that look Sydney gave is just like the Homelander meme. Just like pure disgust.
Yeah, it is. Disgust.
Tobias Nexus Furry for 5. It doesn't have that much to do with you, says the one trying to make it all about SS, Sydney Sweeney, being in the ad in the first place and make it political.
Wasn't SS part of the...
Oh, it is very ironic that those are her initials and everyone's trying to call her Nazi, yeah. Sly Rye. The fact that she didn't fall for the leading questions makes her that much hotter. Not that she needed help in that department. Boobs tax, ass tax.
It's 855.
Hunter, I wasn't here. Sorry, Ryan. Ass or boobs? I already answered the question. And you were watching when I answered the question. The Drillist, white supremacy is BS, to be honest. I have the same rights as every other American, and I'm as black as the ace of spades, maybe a few shades lighter. I truly despise the modern liberal mindset as a whole. Sly Rye for $2. Sending the super to piss off that one chatter.
Which one?
Super Mastermind for 5. They stopped it while the government demanded they filter all water, fearing a worm that eats brains and lives in the water. You know anything about that, Jay?
I don't know. You want to explain?
I don't fucking know. I know what Jay does know about, and that is cryptocurrency. And obviously, Jay, crypto, it's here to stay. And we got some huge news. Trump Media Group just signed a massive $6.4 billion deal with Yorkville Acquisition Corp and Crypto.com, the crypto platform trusted by millions of users worldwide. They're teaming up to acquire up to $6.4 billion in CRO to establish America's first CRO treasury, Trump Media Group CRO strategy. Once complete, this new company will be the largest publicly traded CRO holder out there. Are you ready to join the crypto revolution? Head to crypto.com today and be part of this historic move. That's crypto.com. Don't wait. For more information on the proposed business combination, check out Yorkville Acquisition Corporation's public filings. Here we go. Shout out to crypto.com. Once again, not the dog crypto, not the dog crypto from Superman. Crypto.com. Go ahead.
I didn't know that was happening.
I don't even need you to know it's happening, Jay.
Yeah.
You just need to hang on and be there for the ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just need to hang on.
I'm doing my best here.
I'll take care of everything. Don't worry.
I was trying to share some more like oh, hold on. Like this is, I don't know what you got showing later, but I forgot what our next topic is, but I love how these people, like you said, she's becoming so unlikable in the span of a few months. Talking about Sydney Sweeney, and that's the person that posted. At least that's her avatar. I was like, these are the look at that paw, dude. Like, look at that thing. It looks like blood doesn't circulate there much at all. She's got a nice following though, like 54K followers.
Anyway, it's about old friends.
Oh man,
it's about old friends. Tobias, yeah, Jay's right. Except for the speculation, won't they between Nick and Judy. The general vibe around Zootopia 2 is, we'll have to see. I think a lot of folks are worried if Disney's agenda got in. Ministry of Wrong Thing for 5. There's a recent clip of a couple desperately holding onto a girl behind them whose seatbelt arm bars came undone in the Mamba roller coaster in Kansas City. Is that true, Jay?
I don't know. Holding a girl behind those seatbelt. I have not seen that clip. But thanks for the heads up. I'll check it out. The
Theme park disasters. Got to check it out. Jose Contreras for $1. Ryan, how'd your passport appointment go? It went great. Went in there, scheduled it, got her done. All my shit good. So now I just got to wait for it to 4 to 6 weeks or whatever the fuck that is. So yes. And then be free to travel the world, Jay. He's looking something up. Joe Music for 2. Jill Bill 4-hour version released December 5th, 2025. I did see a Kill Bill announcement of some kind. Is that December 5th, 2025? I did randomly see that as I was scrolling through a little bit. I need a haircut, dude. My hair's like flopping over on this side. What's going on here?
Okay, so all right. I got to go through this to make sure because Missouri couple saved girl's young life after blood-curdling scream alerted them that her seatbelt popped off on open roller coaster. So I got to check this and see.
The community note, yeah.
Well, only because, on thrill rides like this one, seatbelts are a fail-safe. Yeah, that's the thing. Like if you remember when you ride the Hulk ride, they always have you, like the bars what's keep you in. The little seatbelts they have clamping on there, it's just basically making sure that you could fit in the seat. The seatbelts that clamp you in are not what holds you in the ride. And a lot of roller coasters have that little extra seatbelt click that actually don't do anything. It's the fail-safe in case the whole thing decides to come off, like they said. If this girl was riding and then just she didn't buckle her seatbelt correctly and it just came undone, and I don't think that means she was going to flat. But again, I have to look into it all. Like even this person They're nothing more than assurance for the rider's feelings. Any ride with a laptop bar over the shoulder restraints, quite literally, only add the seatbelt in a secondary measure for people like this who think it's essential. That is exactly what those seatbelt clips are for. A lot of it is just to make sure you can fit in the ride. But you get what I'm saying? So if you're too big and you put the arm bars down and you can't click on the seatbelts to click in, you're too big to ride that ride. Like that's that is the say that's like one of the measurements that they use. Do you understand what I'm saying, Ryan? Like,
yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So there are rides that use the seatbelt and there's rides that don't. But like,
with that being said, I also think it's pretty understandable that for the average theme park goer who maybe you go to one every couple of years or whatever, you just head there and you're in a ride and you have a seatbelt and it comes undone during a roller coaster ride, you're probably going to freak the fuck out.
Yeah. So that happened to me on the Hulk ride at Universal. So we were all like in and we were ready to go. And it's before it launched, they just fell out. They literally just fell out. And I was like, we were in the launcher and both of them fell out. They just kind of wiggled. And I was like, holy, when we got off, I was like, hey, I just want you to know, like, these things, like, you could, I mean, it was before the refurbishment and those things ain't going nowhere now. So obviously they were getting old and they were getting loose and whatever. And like, whatever is happening. So the lady was like, yeah, they've been falling off a few of them. And I was like, holy crap. Okay.
I see this from Starborn Shadow. I was always too scared to ride a roller coaster and don't like amusement parks anymore. But holy shit, I definitely would never ride one now. All this shit going wrong.
Yeah, and I'm not taking anything away. Maybe something did pop out.
I have like something to address with that because if you think that it's less safe now at a theme park on a roller coaster than it was 40 or 50 years ago, you're insane. Shit, like people died all the fucking time. But there wasn't social media. We didn't have the fucking 24-hour news cycle unless it happened in you and your local paper and you happen to see it. Like you never would have fucking known anything about it. So I feel like social media, I don't know if it's necessarily designed that way, but it is just a fact that it gaslights us into believing that these horrible things are happening all the fucking time, because anytime horrible things happen, it spreads far and wide.
Yeah.
But in reality, the rate at which there are like accidents at theme parks, it's significantly less than it used to be because of all the different standards that have put in place, the advancements in technology and all that shit. You just hear about everything that goes wrong now.
Now, I will say, first of all, let me just say, I'm glad no one was hurt. Second, I do find it a little bit humorous that this is the the picture that you get when you exit the roller coaster. So, you know how you like take a picture at a certain point? So here's the picture is like the pure panic, you know. Hey, take this home. You can frame it on the wall, you know. Pay an extra $19.95 for a picture. Now, there used to be, and I know we're getting close on time, there used to be a website called Splash Mountain Flash. It's called Splash Mountain Flash. It used to be. Trust me, I know. Where people would ride the Splash Mountain at Disney and the girls would lift their shirt up. And they would take their photos and it would all end up on this website. You see tons of boobies like on that thing. It's no longer there, sadly. And if you get caught doing that on the ride, now you get kicked out and you're no longer able to return. But yeah.
Can't do Tiana's Booby Bayou. Can't do that.
Yeah, it could be. But that's the ride there, man. It would be scary. Yeah, I get it. So good thing they kept her calm and they have a photo to remember this event for all time. For all time. Thanks for bringing that story up. Maybe we can clip that out. But I would like to see a little bit more about like I said, that this guy, I believe he pointed out exactly what some of the seatbelts for, but it might be different for that ride. Might be completely different. So there you go.
Nice. We got something else to talk about. Jay, Did you see Weapons?
I did not.
Okay. Well, Weapons came out, a few months ago. It was fairly commercially successful, did pretty well critically and with the audience. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I liked it. I don't know if I was as hyped about it as everybody else. The tone at the very end of the movie, wasn't a fan of the way that happened, but overall enjoyed the movie. Gladys was a character in this movie, an evil, vile witch who essentially used witchcraft and, blood sacrifices and rituals to control people and kidnap people and murder people and kill them and use them as weapons. Pretty fucking creepy. And also the way she dressed, trying to make herself appear younger, even though she was ancient, all of these things. A really fucking weird character, an evil, nasty, insidious bitch, right? Who participated in the kidnapping of a bunch of children in order to use them to her own devices, to like rip people's life force out of them so she can continue living. Pretty bad, right?
Did you like the movie?
I did like the movie. Yeah. I liked it. But this character, pretty weird, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently, gay people really relate to that character. Weapon star Amy Madigan is heartened by Aunt Gladys's impact on queer fans. Now, this is a quote from her. The gay community has really taken to Gladys. That's really great, especially in this framework of the demonization of anybody other than a cis person for the trans community. Jay, sometimes I don't think people realize what they're fucking saying. Now, it is one thing to think a character is fucking cool and like a good villain or whatever, but now you have this. The gay community is really taken to Gladys, and that's just so awesome, especially with the demonization of so many of these people. This is a fucking ugly, nasty creep who tries to hide the true demon inside them with all this makeup and these wigs and things like that. Kidnaps children and keeps them in her basement to use for her own fucking devices. And it's like, you know what? Gay people really seem to connect to this character for some reason. Trans people really seem to connect to this character for some reason. It's like, sometimes I don't know if you quite understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. And so, I mean, I thought I should congratulate the gay community. Yeah. So happy to see the queer community can really connect with the disgusting evil monster who kidnaps children and keeps them in the basement. Finally, a character they can empathize with.
That's it, man. They found something that they've seen in the mirror. Something that kidnap children. They've been trying to kidnap children all this time by doing drag shows in kindergartens and getting their books slipped into elementary school. So yeah, I feel it. I feel this statement could be true. It's maybe she should take a Sydney Sweeney lesson in the media.
You see this shit happen so often where, like, I don't know what it is, but a lot of gays, a lot of trans, whatever, they're desperate to see something of their life, of their story play out on screen. And so they try to desperately make all these fucking connections to pretend like it's an allegory for this or an allegory for that. And you end up talking yourself into something like this, when it's like gay people just love this character so much. They really connect with this character. They understand this character, this disgusting, vile, evil witch who is pretending she is something else on the outside while really a demon on the inside and is kidnapping children and keeping them in the basement. Might want to think about your messaging a little bit.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Maybe.
I want to think about your messaging.
You know? I mean, hey, look. Let me just, can I share something real quick?
Sure.
Since we're on the topic, New Hampshire, first transgender elected, Stacy, I don't know how to say that name, pleaded guilty to child exploration. I mean,
Try it again.
Exploration charges. So maybe it is on brand. Maybe it is on brand, you know? I mean, who wouldn't think that is
clergy? A clip that says clergy. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Jeez. Child exploitation? Is that what you were trying to say, Jay?
Yeah. I'm trying not to laugh, dude.
Child exploration. I guess that is kind of what they're doing as well.
It's on
just,
brand.
Just think about your message in there, gays. I know we got some gays that watch the channel. If you got a thought that's like, wow, this really connects with me.
Kind of on brand.
Maybe don't let those intrusive thoughts out. You know? Maybe don't.
Oh, I need some more coffee. It's been a day.
Or maybe continue to tell on yourselves, I suppose. That's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Bungles Twanger, do yourself a favor, check out Hi Honey, I'm Home, a classic BBC comedy. Would be fun to live react. We don't got no time, Bungles. Clapper of Cheeks, please upload the Sydney Sweeney rant to TikTok. To TikTok? I mean, we'll work on it. Mako Gray, do you want to start a howl? Only saw it once. We'll see the second one. Talk to someone that saw Zootopia over 60 times at the show. So much furry art. My gosh. Udite, you see Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk started a podcast together. It's called Once We Were Spacemen. Looks interesting. Gonna check it out. Well, I mean, I don't know if it can be as interesting as this podcast. We've talked about pies. We've talked about cream pies. We've talked about
855.
855. We've talked about boobs. We've talked about ass. We've talked about Sydney Sweeney. We've talked about disgusting, weird fucking creatures that gay people love for some reason. Yeah, I think it's entertaining. Some people do. Some people do.
Some people hate it, but they watch it every day.
Tobias, the only reason I saw Zootopia for more than once, Ryan, was I was working my last couple months of my ushering job. I enjoyed the film, but I would have loved to see the original. Much darker concept. Flag Ninja for 5. Someone pointed out Stormy Daniels looks like Az in a wig now in Jay's stream, and now I can't unsee it. Shark Dentures for 2. Stormy Daniels hit the wall at 304 miles an hour. You know what 304 means, Jay, since you're all about these numbers today?
We'll just keep it going. We're over time.
If you type 304 on a calculator and then flip it upside down, try doing that and see what you get.
Oh, ho.
Yeah. Wasp, it was my fault.
Yeah, you're the reason the A55 is going, Wasp. Thank you.
Ministry of Wrong Thing, Sweeney equals Adolf Hitler. IDOT coin rug pull incoming. I don't think that's in the cards, Mad Frog. I don't think there's going to be an IDOT coin. JW, Ryan, before you go to Japan, you should watch Ultraman Rising on Netflix, based on a Japanese superhero. Great movie. I'm looking forward to Japan, JW, so maybe I'll check it out. Ultraman Rising. Sending this piss to chat off that one super. Sending this super to piss off that one chatter. Whatever. Thank you. Daggeroons. I'm a retired law enforcement officer, and that reporter's using basic interviewing techniques we use to trip up suspects. Sydney's awesome. Sydney's awesome. The reporter is a bitch. So I thought it was important people see that because they haven't. Most people are just watching the 30-second clip, and I think it really reveals a lot when you watch that entire thing. Ministry of Wrong Thing. That's interesting because there's a guy getting literally interviewed for saving the girl on Inside Edition. There's even an on-ride photo proof.
Yeah, that's why I said I just wanted to look more into the story. So thank you for sharing it, though.
Ryan White, Ryan and Jay are wrestling on my avatar. Gay. Very. Thundarius, Casey's 2 hours from me. I've ridden the Mamba quite a bit. Love Worlds of Fun. Time to make the trip next year, Jay.
2026 is my year. New year, new me.
2025 has become my year.
You're trying not to laugh.
Derek PG Beller for $1. Jay, the Mamba is pretty sweet roller coaster at Worlds of Fun in Kansas City. Park hoppers should check it out. I'll buy you a drink.
I gotta go, man. We gotta
Everybody wants to go there, Jay.
Yeah. No, I gotta go.
Carl Sagan, us gays love Liam Hemsworth, not this troll lady. Joe's Atmosphere. In theaters December 5th, Uncut is one film. Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. That's probably what you saw. Hell, Geeks and Gamers. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, there's no way there's a new one. So what was this announcement?
No, it's like they put it all together.
That's cool. That's cool.
Unrated film. I like the first one. The second one,
Minister and Wrong Think. They did this with Predator Badlands, unironically praising the Predator for being gay. No self-awareness at all. Yeah. The Trillis. Is Ryan the only guy in G&G that can read? Good Lord.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, that was rough.
Andre CR, ass supremacy tax and Keenan F-bomb tax.
Oh, yeah. Last night during Fortnite, Keenan Indinu, the person that, kind of likes Krista, dropped some F-bomb super chats in Jeremy's chat.
Really?
Yeah. We were all like shocked and blown away. Now maybe he's a little nervous. He hasn't shown up this morning, but
I want Keenan to ask the normal questions he asks, like, are you someone who would buy fucking yearbooks?
Yeah.
That's what I need
and add the F word.
Yeah. Ronnie West, would you rather do Bonnie Blue or Kamala Harris? No, thank you.
Really?
Graham Robbins, I get no credit for the ass joke after Wasp super chat.
No, Graham, I'm trying to just dissolve this thing. You are the one that sent the super chat afterwards, and I couldn't understand what he was talking about, the A55. I was like, why is everyone typing A55? And then it...
ACC, my username was Woodnutton Cider, but had to change it temporarily because I was chatting where it was not appropriate. Need to make a new account for this. I mean, I think it's good. It's a funny
good
name.
avatar.
I think it's a funny name. But Jay, actually, Taker, Ryan, what do you think about Elastigirl's proportions? Too much or too little in either direction? You got a big old badonkadonk compared to her tits. That's all I'm saying.
She could do whatever she wants.
Anyway, that's it for us, Jay. We're all caught up on a
done.
Friday.
That's it.
Got anything going on this weekend?
Just playing some Sea of Thieves and maybe heading out to the theme park. Pretty much keeping it chill. Keeping it chill.
There you go. Well, that's it. I will be on Friday Night Tights in T minus 3 hours and 47 minutes. We'll be talking about All's Fair, the cringe shit, Predator Badlands. I got to finish watching Predator Badlands so I can actually give a take on it. So far, don't hate it, but I don't really like the tone. We'll see where it leads. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining us, everybody. It's been a great fucking week. It's been a great start to November. And we will be back next week with Geeks and Gamers Daily. Bye, everybody.